So we are looking at a mom with two cubs of the year. So they are just under about a year old. But one of the cubs has been adopted by this mom. So we know through work from Environment and Climate Change Canada scientists that this female is about 5 years old. She was captured this spring with one cub. And when they saw her again this fall, she had two cubs, and the second cub was untagged. So at some point in the last year, she has taken on this extra cub.
And the reason we know this is because she's wearing a GPS tracking collar. So we know who this female is. And previously, in the spring of the year in March, researchers, including myself, caught up to this female coming out of the denning area, and she only had one cub in the spring. When we saw her again in the fall, and when she was instrumented with her new GPS collar to track her movements and survival of her cubs, she had two cubs with her. One of the cubs was tagged and one wasn't. And so this is a case of cub adoption. This is something that's been seen in polar bears before. It's been seen in Norway, in the Canadian high Arctic. This is actually the 13th case of cub adoption in the Western Hudson Bay subpopulation. It's not that frequent, though, because in our long-term study, we have over 4,600 individual bears that we've known over the last 45 years, and literally hundreds and hundreds of litters. And we're up to 13 potential cases, and so it's relatively infrequent. But it's just nice to know that the bears are looking out for each other.
The survival rate for cubs to make it to adulthood is not great. It's around 50%, give or take, depending on the year. But we know that if a little cub has no mom, it has almost no chance. So the fact that this cub got adopted and has a chance to learn lessons about being a bear and to be taken care of for a couple years really does give it a shot at making it to adulthood.
Yeah, we don't know about the biological mom yet. So when the cub was caught with the mother that's in the video, we did take a small genetic sample, and so we'll be using that genetic sample. It's currently at the lab, but once we have the ID, we can check the ID against that pedigree, and if mom is in the pedigree or she's a known female from our study population, we'll be able to match that cub up with very high confidence, over 99% confidence in these genetic IDs. And so we may find out something about that cub's mother, but at this point we don't know anything.
If we do genetics, it could be that we do find the biological mom is still out there and alive, like if genetically she pops up, but we might never see her again. Or there's a small chance we could find out, but there's a good chance we'll never know. And it'll only be thanks to science and technology that we have any clue.